Shalom. All right.
Shalom.
All right. We GMS Louisiana Saints. All right. Coming at you with another live lesson. All right. But before we get started, all right, we're going to face the east. We give all honor, glory to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bashim,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahushua,
Bashim,
Ba'ashem,
Harakadash.
Harakakadash.
All right. Dub honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations and blessings to the Akim that's pushing his truth and sincerity. All right. And the men, women, and children of the hopeful elect. All right. And as pertaining to prophecy, all right, we get into the news, all right, of skyrocketing, food prices, all right, and famine, man, pretty much, all right, because pretty soon it's gonna get to the point, all right, with these prices, all right, and other things like gas, to where the point that where people can't really spend money on those things, man, all right. So there's gonna be a famine of food pretty soon. All right, we're gonna get into an article. We're gonna break down some scriptures, and Lord willing, it'll be edifying. Say something.
That's right. I got you. I'm going to start from the top. It's the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
All right. Speak now to the words of my people. All right, the words of prophecy, man. All right, and the words of prophecy are the scriptures, man. All right, and currently, right now, what's going on in prophecy is a lot of things. All right, but one of the main things is famine, man. Next to the main thing is really the RFID chip, man. But the Karagma, Shalakia, the Karagma. Um, but pretty soon, the, the the famine of the food is really going to what's gonna, stir things up and make people, start to, get reckless, you
Yep.
know.
And if I can say, because one thing that these people in this American society, they love to fill their belly, all right? And the scripture speaks of your belly, all right, being this, what we ought to fill it with is this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. All right, but our people, 2/3 of Israel, all right, they follow after these heathen nations and they fill their belly with all these different types of meats, whether it be philosophies or whether it be actual meats, man, abominable foods, all right? And when that goes away in the society, what does a dog or an animal do when it doesn't have any food, man? It goes to animal instincts, man, and that's what this society is on the brink of. All right, it says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. That's right, man. Hey, and if I can say, if I can bring this out real quick, because it said faithful and true, right? Now we know that Yahweh Shai embodies being faithful and true, man. All right, get it real quick.
Con, the word,
You got it.
con, man. So the
I got it right here.
all right, go ahead, bring that up.
All right. It's Revelations 19 and 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. Speaking of Yahushua, and the verse before this says that the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. And when you go back to 2nd Esdras 15, it said, speaking to the ears of my people the words of prophecy, man. All right, so this book was written for Yahushua, man. All right, because he is the Alpha and Omega, okay, the beginning and the end. It says, verse 11, and I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called faithful and true. So just as these words are faithful and true, Yahushua, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, he's faithful and true. He embodies that, man. It says, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war, because Yahushua is our chief and commander of the holy angels, of our heavenly army, man. All right, he's going to make war with these other nations, because Yahweh, through Yahushua, are mustering the host of this battle, man. All right, to ultimately set this place up to get spiritually checkmated. That was it on that. I can go back to 2nd Esdras 15 for you. You got one?
Yeah,
Go
backing
ahead,
up
brother.
with the con. This is backing up the brother with the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua being faithful and true. All right, meaning that they're pure. All right, they're gonna come to fruition. All right, all right. This is Psalms 12 and 6. It says, "The words of the Lord are pure words, and as silver tried in a furnace of earth, purified 7 times." Man, and seven means completion, man. So the words of the Lord are 100% proof, man. 144% proof. All right, and we can see those things being evident by the things that we see around us. All right.
Yeah, and just as the men of the Lord, we're on a trial. America is on a trial because look at all these things that are going on in society. Like the brother was mentioning, famine, pestilence, all up into usher in this Revelation 13 and 16, man, this Quran. But guess what? This place is going through trials too because there's things that we wish, oh man, this would have came into legislation. This would have came into, you know what I'm saying? Oh, crack it off this way, Lord. Lord, can you do it this way? But it's ultimately on Yahweh Bashim Shah's time. All right, so this place is undergoing certain tests. They're up in the heavens running tests on America. Oh, this pestilence, this famine, for the ultimate conclusion, for it to get hit by nuclear missiles. Man. All right, back in that, you had more on that, brother? Back in that 2nd Ezra 15 and 2. 2nd Ezra 15 and 2. And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
That's right, man. Fear not the incredulity. All right, fine. It says, fear none of those imaginations, all right? The imaginations, all right, is the different philosophies, all right, of the world, or what other people have to say, or what they believe in.
Yeah,
right?
because incredulity means they're non-belief.
Yeah.
Because sometimes that could what? Maybe weigh in your mind, oh, all these people don't believe I'm the only one standing in truth. I'm the only one that's standing for something. But when you understand like the conclusion of the whole matter, like I believe it's in Ecclesiastes 12:13, it's to fear the Lord and keep the commandments. Yeah. You'll realize that the Lord had prophets of old doing the same thing, man. Yeah. For a greater reward though. But are you patient enough to get to that reward and get to that place where you know what? I'm totally persuaded in this thing, man. I'm ready to go forward. That's how the Lord is going to deal, and wisdom is going to deal with you.
God, like the brother said, man, you know, it's pretty much those people trying to cast doubt in your mind, all right, which is demons. And all through the spirit, really, Shahaba Shemi Awashah testing us to see if we're going to stay focused and believe in the truth, man. All right, with all these being bombarded with all these, these different trials, man. All right, and part of those trials are people, the majority of people, all right, pushing their beliefs on us, you know. Right. But we have to stand firm to what we was taught and what we believe in.
All right, and just to back you up real quick, because you like you were going into earlier about that famine, because you can't let the incredulities of others overshadow what's really going on out there, man. Because even if they don't believe, like Romans, I believe the 3rd chapter says, what if some don't believe? But even if they don't believe, all right, these plagues, this pestilence, these judgments of the Lord is going to outweigh their belief, man. Whatever they believe and think of, man. Because they're going to keep coming to pass until America is destroyed, man. You got it, brother. You break down.
This is Romans 3:3. It says, "For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh without effect?" So what does it matter if whoever comes at you and say, "Oh, what you're speaking out of that Bible is not true," or "We don't believe in that." All right, we believe in this philosophy, or what not. What if they don't believe in it? All right, does that not make the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua not true, and that his prophecies won't come to pass? All right, no, it doesn't. All right, because again, like we said, we see these things, all right, through the spirit, that they're coming to pass, man. All right, so they must be true. They have to be true, man. All right,
they are true, man. Yahweh Shai, if they weren't true, then Yahweh Shai was persecuted and killed for nothing, man. And we know that's, Lord forbid, man. We know that's not true, man. All right? The scriptures call Yahweh Shai faithful and true, that white horse, man. All right? That horse symbolizing power because he is the ultimate power structure. Isaiah 9:6 says, the government is resting upon his shoulders, but he does things through the Father, Yahweh, man. All right? It's back in 2nd Ezra 15:3. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
That's right, man. All the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, man. So those who don't believe, the scoffers, the naysayers, all right, all of those people are going to die, man. And a part of that is the famine that we're speaking about, all right, the famine of food, all right. Then you got the famine, the famine of the word. They won't be able to hear the word now, all right. Or what else? The pestilence, man. Yeah. All right.
Martial law.
Martial law.
These FEMA camps,
right?
This stuff doesn't go away, man. All right? This book doesn't go away, man. The prophecies in this book are written and have to come to pass, man. And the ones that are yet to come to pass, they're going to come to pass, man. All right? You think these people have been just emptying out these these retail stores, these supermarkets, all right, establishing FEMA camps all over the U.S. just for nothing, man? Those things didn't go away, man. All right, they're going to be put to use, man, in these times that we're living in. All right, 2nd Ezra 15:4. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
That's right. Sword, which is one of the judgments. All right. Famine, which is food, and also famine of the word. All right. And it said destruction,
because
right?
this word is symbolizes bread, man.
Yeah.
Ezekiel say eat the whole roll. This is talking about food, man.
God.
You got it, bro.
The scriptures also say that we shall not live off of bread alone, which is physical bread. So we also should have to eat off of spiritual bread, which is the truth.
Yep.
All right.
It says death and destruction. For wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
That's right. So wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, man. All right. We see those things today, man. All right. With the things that they promote on TV. All right. The things that we see within our daily lives, whether it be, whatever it may be, which is a whole lot, man. All right. So we know that destruction is nigh because what? The scriptures say that the Lord has a controversy with the land because there's no knowledge of the Lord in the land.
Right.
All right.
Right. It says, for wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled, man. If I can make a point, because I believe it tells you in Romans 1, like in the latter end, in the upper 20s, it says that they sin against themselves, man, hurtful of lust, man. All right, reprobates, fulfilling their own lust, man. And that's what this society is based off of. Anyone that has a lust and wants to fulfill it, all right, a carnal lust, it could be achieved in America. Do as thou will. You can do whatever you want and please in America. So the Lord, all right, He sent up 144,000 prophets to spiritually take this place down, man. We're spiritual anchors, spiritual swords in the society that takes it down through the words of the Lord, man. But we tell you of great things to come to pass: famine, death, destruction. But we're not saying it's going to happen through Acadiana Ambulance, all right, or Lafayette General, whatever it may be, your local municipalities, authorities. We're saying it's going to happen through Yahweh Shemi Awashai, man. And that's what's going to make it come to pass, man, because it's the will of the Father from the heavens, man. It's not being guided by anything on the earth, man. All right? It says, therefore said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cried unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
That's right, man. All right. No more will he suffer. All right. The wicked to continue in their wickedness, man. And the righteous, all right, crying to the Lord, all right, of the wickedness that the wicked are doing. All right. The Lord not going to suffer us to suffer to see these things, man. All right. He's going to bring justice, all right, upon the land, man, and retrieve the elect, all right, out of of this destruction and this wicked place, man. All right.
That's right. It says, and therefore said the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. That's right. And that's talking about spiritual Egypt, man. Egypt goes into bondage, the house of bondage, man. And we know that's talking about America, because look at the next verse is going to tell you. But I will dwell, 2nd Ezra 15:11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before. As before, man. And will destroy all the land thereof, man. So these are ancient plagues that are going to ultimately hit spiritual Egypt. All right, not ancient Egypt. But these plagues are not new to the earth, because the Most High has been dealing with these plagues and these pestilences and these famines with other captivities that he's taken down, man. All right. So it may be new to this whatever you calling this serpent sauce. All right. These things may be new, but guess what? The Most High in the heavens, He has something greater in store, which was preordained to be hit America with, man. This was preordained to hit America, man. So who can, like the scriptures tell you, can any turn back a hungry lion? All right, or shoot back, pull an arrow out of the sky once it's been shot out of the archer, man? Nah, man. So the plagues draw nigh and they're not slack. We can get into that article after you bring out your precept. You had a precept? If not, we can get into that article. Get into that famine.
There was another one in 15 too.
They had some more in them.
You read down all the way down to 19?
Nah, you want me to keep going?
What you got right now?
I'm at 15 and I'm at 11.
Oh, you got 11?
Yeah.
Jump to 14.
All right, I'm going to jump to verse 14. 2nd Esdras 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draw it nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Right. We see that now, man. All right, we see that now with people buying up a lot of guns. All right, because in the beginning of this pandemic, all right, you had a lot of people that knew what time it was. All right, because they couldn't go to work. All right, there was somewhat of a shortage on food at the time. All right, so you had a lot of people buying up food. All right, and there was somewhat of a feeling that there was going to be a famine. All right, so people start buying up food. So they buy guns because now they have the impression in their mind that the food that I do have, all right, I'm gonna have to protect in some type of way. All right, because somebody's gonna come in and try to break in and take what I have. All right, so that's why it says,
It says, 2nd Esdras 15 and 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draw it nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands.
That's right, man. All right, with swords in their hands, and that sword can be anything. It could be a gun, it could be a knife, it can be a 2x4, all right, a crowbar, anything, man. Just a killing instrument, pretty much. All right.
That's right. And shit. And we know there's different types of swords, man. And Esau has many swords, man. He has a judicial sword, nuclear sword, chemical sword, biological warfare sword. All right, many different things that he pronounces in the society. But these so-called Egyptians, they have different swords, man. Yeah. And they even get down to a level where they know how to make different concoctions and things throw on you. It's all gonna be put to use, man. All right. There's going to be a time like never before. The scriptures tell you that is the time of Jacob's trouble, man. All right, it says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
That's right. Going into, they're not regarding what? The presidents, the senators, all right, the police officers, all right, down to the least of them, man. And there were even the military, because there was this video on YouTube where this military guy was pretty much saying, I used to serve Uncle Sam, but now I'm going to start protecting my family, man. So pretty much saying, like, when it comes down to it, between my family and your family, I'm going to choose my family, So that's pretty much the spirit, all right, that everybody has, man, all right? Right. So that's the sedition, man. All right?
Yeah. Right. It says, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
That's right.
Hey, and if I could say, because there's a certain term that says, taking the law or a matter into your own hands, man. It's gonna be no more 911s. It's gonna be no more first responders, man. Because these people fail to realize that these first responders, 911s, they're subject to these. They're not superhuman, man. They're not these super superior human beings that can't spill blood and can't have their blood spilled, man. In judgment, they're not greater than the Most High in His judgment. And we're going to start seeing that these people are going to be made small, man. All right, and just like Esau, Edom, man. The scriptures tell you he is small among the heathen, man. you're going to be made to your lowest as well, 2/3, and exposed in your judgment, whatever judgment the Lord has planned for you. All right? It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Right? Man shall desire to go into the city, but shall not be able, man. Because why? There's going to be sedition in the city. All right? There's going to be people, all right, in the city that's going home to home raiding. All right? Because there's what? A lack of bread. All right? What we've been speaking about. The famine of food. All right?
Right. It says, 2nd Esdras 15 and 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Checkpoints. You're going to have stops here, stops there, and it's not going to be to check your breathalyzer, man. See if you're intoxicated. It's going to be to detain you, all right? It's going to be to, oh, you don't have that charagma, you can't go to the next city. You can't even go to the next street, all right? It's going to be like that, man. So the Lord sent us out here to prepare and warn it, man. Prophecy means to say before to warn, man, all right? And I know for sure, Lord willing, all right, we're at that number. We know that if someone came up to us, even us just being walking down the street, someone came up to us and wanted to say, hey, don't go around that corner. They got somebody shooting over there. Or they got somebody stabbing or got somebody doing something that could possibly put you in harm's way. Okay, I'm going to take heed to that one. Oh, you saying this and that is around that corner? I'm going to turn and go the other way and get myself to safety. That's what the Lord does when he sends the prophets out, man. Don't go around that corner, man. Don't make that next move, or you could be subject to the Most High's judgment, man, and his wrath. It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Right? Their houses shall be their pride, because the pride of their cities, all right, their houses, all right, shall be troubled, and it shall be destroyed, man. And men shall be afraid, man. All right? And these are all going to come, all right, when there's martial law, all right, when there's sedition amongst men, all right, and nation versus nation, all right, just straight turmoil, man, all right?
Yeah, man, it's going to be city versus city, county versus county, all right, village versus village, town versus town, whatever it may be, philosophy versus philosophy, the jab versus the unjab, man. All right, mama versus the scripture. Yahushua said he's come to set what? A sword, not peace, man. Variance between a mother and a daughter, a father and a son, man. All right, the Most High is a separatist, man, and you can see that first and foremost when he separated the nation of Israel and made them his chosen, man, from all the other nations on the planet Earth. It says, verse 19, 2nd Esdras 15 and 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Ah, man, that's the key point right there. You know, it says their houses, all right, with the sword and spoil their goods. What is part of the goods, man? All right, that people may have in their home. They may have medications, all right, that they have to take.
They're gonna be looking for a fix in that day.
God, that too. God,
yeah.
All right.
You're gonna literally be looking for all the things that you use to escape reality, and it's not gonna be working anymore, man. You're not gonna be getting that high no more, man. You're gonna be searching and searching, and you're gonna just be taking things in, man, and destroying yourself, man, because you have no solid foundation in the truth, man. All right, you got it, brother.
It says,
you want to speak on it?
God. It says,
let me read over for you.
God.
This is 2nd Esdras 15 and 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
That's right, for lack of bread and for great tribulation, man. All right? The lack of bread is going to bring the great tribulation, man. All right? Like the apostle said, a lot of people can do without a lot of things, all right, for a certain period of time, but food is one of those things that people can't really do without, man.
They don't know what it is to fast, to pray, man.
Yep.
All right, to give your body a
break.
Yeah, a break, man. From all these defiled foods, man. The scriptures tell you what? We shall eat defiled bread, man. All right? So you have to give your body a break from all this food, and then you'll come into the realization that, man, look at what they're giving us. Look at Look at what they're trying to make us eat, man. Look at what they're legalizing in the school systems for the kids to eat, man. This devil is he's an all around cross his T's, dot his I's in wickedness, man. Esau Edom, man. So we have to be the same exact way in righteousness on the right hand side, man. We have to cross our T's, dot our, however that saying goes, man. Yeah. All cylinders clicking, man, and moving. All right, and asking the Lord to keep us in that same mindset, in that same type of time, man. All right, I got the article. I'll read it, and then we can get into 2nd and 6th, man. All right. The brother had an article. We're gonna go into it because, like the brother was going into, famine is one of the things that's gonna bring about that great tribulation, man. It's gonna be a lot of things, man. People seeing their loved ones, all right, being killed, dropping dead. They took that juice, all right, and then now it backfired on them, all right. People getting thrown and separated into martial law camps. With this martial law, demon camps, man. Because when you go into that dragon in Revelation 13, man, it goes into draconian, man. All out martial law, man. Draconian laws, man. And that's what this society is heading to. All right, a lawless society, ruthless. Oh, my bad. It went on. Yeah, man, ruthless, man. And it's gonna start, like the brother was saying. A part of it is gonna be that food shortages when there's nothing to go and get on the shelves, man. So now, instead of going into your local Walmart, your local Super One, Whole Foods, filling up that basket, filling all in your comfort zone, right? Yeah. You can't get any of that. Now you gotta go kick at Sheila dough, kick in Little Marcus dough, see what they got there, and then that's gonna bring about. Oh, now it's gunplay involved. Yeah. Now I'm after your life, you after my life. More tribulation, man. But it's all judgment from the Lord, man. All right. This article from Changing America. It says. All right. It says food prices skyrocketed in January, putting a heavy burden on the poorest. The United Nations and Food Agriculture, it says, as record rates of inflation hit the United States and countries around the world, one thing that hits people's wallets the hardest has been food prices, which could create a dangerous situation for the world's poorest.
All right. And that poorest is really, it's talking about Jake, man. All right, because Esau knows, all right, that he put us in this situation, man. All right, he put up these, he did this system to keep us down, man. So when he's speaking about the poorest, God, when he speak about the poorest, man, he's speaking about us. Yeah. All right, God, that's mostly who he's targeted for.
Yeah, and if I can say, because all Esau does this, all right, he'll have the most unhealthy foods will be super low. Yeah. They'll be $1, $2, $3. I'm talking about the lowest. I'm talking about fake food. Yep. You got plastic food that's made out of with carcinogens in it, yep, all for a low price. And Jake will have his homes, right, filled with all those foods, Cheeto Puffs, Pop-Tarts. I'm talking about Doritos, anything you can name, Yellow 5, everything, right? So look, when it comes to eating healthy, actually your body replenishing itself, helping your body, helping you sustain a long, healthy life, helping your spirit, the prices of those foods are high, man, skyrocket high. So what Esau is going to do, what it says right there, open it up one more time, Mike. It says, open it up one more time. Because what Esau said in this article was, the brother about to get it, it says, as record rates of inflation hit the U.S. and countries around the world, one thing that hit people's wallets the hardest has been food prices, which could create a dangerous situation for the world's poorest. So if food prices go up, Jake don't have the money, right? So-called the poorest, right? They don't have the money to actually get good food that sustain them. Even the food that they were eating, the trash food, is going to go up, man. Yeah. So if Jake would have settled for less on that, he's damn for sure not going to go eat a banana, apple, orange, or things like that and pay for that, man. All right? He's used to the ham hocks, the hog maws.
Pork chop.
Yeah,
hog
man.
head cheese. All
yeah, man. Boudin, crawfish. All right? All those low budgeted items. But when this inflation happens, Jake is going to be forced into what? Beast mode, beast mentality, man, like the scriptures tell you. They're a man without honor, because your honor is not going to allow you to do what? Go and just eat anything. All right. Therefore, it's not going to allow you to go and just do anything for food, man, because you're going to trust in the Most High. But if you're a beast, you're going to do whatever it takes, man. And that's what Jacob's going to do. All right. A little bit more in that article. It says a global index released on Thursday by the United Nations Food and Agriculture revealed that certain food prices in January hit their highest levels since 2011. The prices of meat, dairy, and cereals ticked up from December, while the price of oils reached their highest levels since the index began tracking food prices back in the 1990s.
Yeah, man. So basically, the world is damn near going back to almost 2008. What was it? 2008? I can't remember. 2008 or 2009 when the recession came, and back, when the stock market had crashed. All right. So these rising prices and the all going up, all right, are signs, all right, that the economy is going to crash. All right. And what that brings, all right, it's skyrocketing. You think that food is high right now, all right? When that dollar collapses, all right, that's really gonna shoot everything up, man. All right, your normal $1.98 for a dozen of eggs is gonna shoot up to $20, $30, and it's gonna. That's what happens with hyperinflation. It just it continuously, gradually goes up. All right, every week with time. All right,
Right.
that's why whenever you look almost every week, you look at the gas, it's going up what 5 cents, 10 cents. All right, that's just like that's what happens when hyperinflation starts, man.
Yes, man. It's going to be worse than the siege of Masada. You had cannibalism going on, and that's what's going to come. That's what's going to hit the shores of America, man. That's what's going to hit these states, man. That's what's going to be going on in your local communities. Cannibalism. All right, sacrificing people up for what? Their flesh, man. That's what's going to be going on. You're going to walk up. You're going to go into a community. It's going to be all out turmoil and tribulation, bro. I got a quick 2 Kings 6. You got it?
Oh, you got it. I was gonna tell you.
I got it. 2 Kings 6 and 25. And there was a great famine in Samaria. And behold, they besieged it, the king of Syria, until an ass's head was sold for 80 pieces of silver, and the fourth part of a cab of dove's dung, meaning waste, right? And an ass's head, all right, for 5 pieces of silver. Want to speak on it? Yeah, man, that's inflation right there, man. A piece of waste for 5 pieces of silver, man. All right, and that's telling you right there, right there, that what these times are gonna come back.
Yeah.
Man. The Lord's gonna put this society in that state again, man. You're gonna have what, a finger going for what, 100, 200, 300. All right, an ear going for 500. That's how it's gonna be, man. It's gonna be so much. Shortages of everything out here. Famine, man. Great death and destruction, man. These are the times that's coming ahead. It says, you want to say something?
Yeah, like they say in the world, they say desperate times come from desperate measures, man. All right, and that's basically what people are gonna do, man. They're gonna resort to eating everything that they possibly can. All right, from cats, all right, to dogs, all right, to finding whatever they can. All right,
Yeah.
and you gotta remember that. All these people are going to be doing that, man. All right, so there's really going to be a shortage on everything. All right, so they're going to have to come down to the line of what, choosing to eat one of their loved ones, man. The weaker vessel of the group.
Yeah.
You know. So
look, let's pick a. You know how Edomites do? They love a thrill. All right. Let's pick a straw, or let's spin a bottle to see who gets eaten next.
Right.
All right. And it's got some more. It says, and as the king of Israel was passing by upon the wall, there cried a woman unto him, saying, help, my lord, O king. And he said, if the Lord, in all caps, right, Yahweh, do not help thee, when shall I help thee? All right? Which is a straight up cut and honest statement, man. If the Lord didn't help you, he put you in this predicament. All right? Well, you're about to go low and boil your son. All right? Or you're spending this amount of money for an ass's head, or dove's dung, man. Then how can I help you, man? You're already at your lowest, man. You're already through, like the brother said. And the king, Salaki said, if the Lord do not help thee, when shall I help thee? Out of the barn floor or out of the winepress? And the king said unto her, what aileth thee? And she answered, This woman said unto me, give thy son, that we may eat him today, and he will eat my son tomorrow. So we bought my son and did eat him. And I said unto her on the next day, give thy son, that we may eat him. And she had hid her son. So they bought her son, all right, the first woman's son, ate him. So they made an agreement that the next day they were going to eat the other woman's son that didn't get bought, man. All right. So she already going out of her mind, speaking. All right. It says, so it came to pass when the king heard the words of the woman, that he rent his clothes and he passed by upon the wall. And the people looked, and behold, he had sackcloth within upon his flesh. Then he said, Lord, do so and more also to me if the head of Elisha, the son of Shaphat, stands still on this day, man. All right? Point blank, period, man. And guess what? It's going to be the same thing in these times, man. That famine, that great famine is coming back, all right? There's going to be an eye for an eye out here, all right? You take mine, I take yours, all right? But it's all going to be in a downward spiral, ultimately leading up to those nuclear missiles here, man. All right, so this famine is just one of the plagues that's going to be out here, man. But yet and still, it's going to be a bitter end, a bitter sword, a bitter cut to the society. You got one, brother?
This is Leviticus 26 and 29. And ye shall eat the flesh of your sons, and the flesh of your daughters shall ye eat. All right, so basically, it's saying you shall eat the flesh of your sons and your daughters, man. All right, you're gonna eat your children, man. All right, backing up what the brother was just not bringing out in Second Kings, and there's also a scripture that says it's better to die. All right, it's better to die by the sword than to die of famine, man. All right, which is happening right now, man. All right, the famine of bread, man. All right.
Yeah. All right. I got this one real quick. Second Ezra 6 and 22. I think the one you called for back in Ezekiel. I was trying to look for it. Second Ezra 6 and 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
The seven storehouses shall become empty, man. All right, and that's the the places where, like these warehouses. All right, they're gonna shortly become empty. All right, pretty soon. It's talking about your grocery stores. All right, but really the warehouses, man, because that's where they store everything at, man. All right, the food comes from the warehouses. All right, and the stores can only hold so much, man. All right, but right now, man, with all of America the way it is, all right, with this food shortage, all right, it's showing that the storehouses are not being refilled again, man.
That's right, man.
All right, we got.
Hey, and then this place works off imports and exports.
Yeah.
Merchants. All right, we got FedEx, UPS. They got planes. They got boats. They got cargo ships. All right, and all those things are going low because every time because like you got places in this society that we necessarily have to go into to do some type of business. You know what I'm saying? We go into like the post office, mail stuff off, FedEx. You know what I'm saying? Just get mail and things like that. So going into those places, we see that they're having a shut up here. The workers are even relaying the message like, we're backed up. We're out of this. We're out of that. All right, and that's not just gonna go away, man. All right, these problems that America is facing, this death, this thick clay that Esau Edom has laid on itself, man, it's not going to go away, man. It's going to be an ultimate collapse and reverse of roles in the society, man. You got it, brother.
Yeah, and these truck drivers are fighting back, man. All right, because what's happening is the companies aren't paying them enough for what they're doing, man. All the miles that they have to all the miles that they have to travel. All right.
Hey, Shabbat Shalom, Makiyam.
Shabbat
Shabbat Shalom, Yabashim Yashabarakatam.
Shalom. So basically, all these miles that these truckers have to travel, they're not getting paid enough for, man. All right. So they're going on strikes. All right. They're quitting. All right. For what, man? All right. To cause the government or whatever company they work for to cough up the money, man. All right.
That's right. It says, the full storehouses shall suddenly
That's right.
be found empty.
Right, and that's the result, man. All right, and we see it. All right, that causes. All right, you have an inventory in the store. All right, that everybody wants. All right, so when they go get it. All right, the price is gonna hike up. All right, because there's less of it left.
Yeah.
All right,
Scarcity.
Yeah, that's right.
Right, because if they got 3 PlayStations in the store, right?
Right.
And you got 300 people outside to get those 3 PlayStations, all right? You could rise up the price in each one of those PlayStations. They could go from $300 to $3,000.
Yeah, just like the PS5 when it came out, huh?
Yeah.
You know, everybody was buying them, right? But there was a shortage on them. All right, so people was what? They was buying them at the store. They'll buy a bulk of them. Then what? They'll go on eBay or Amazon. eBay or Craigslist, and they'll sell it for what? $1,500, $1,000.
Yep.
All right, when they only paid $5.
But,
right?
But the same thing
goes
with Jordan. But guess what? Same thing goes with Jordan. Same thing goes with fools. But the Most High is going to put a stop to all that. All these high-priced sneakers, all right, all that stuff. People are not going to be paying that. They're going to be knocking on your front door for those sneakers.
Yeah.
They're going to be knocking on your front door for that stash of refrigerator and freezer compartments you got, man. All right, because guess what? Lil JoJo, they got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kids in the house. All right, when he gets in beast mode and all them kids start vexing him and crying, all right, need Pampers change, need Dr. change, he's not just going to sit in that house and look at them, man. All right, he's going to go to your door until what? He's searching that house with the sword, man. Let me get that real quick. You got it, brother.
And you know what's crazy is that, you know, a lot of the preppers that have been prepping for the longest, all right, they've been prepping for years, all right, and you have a lot of the people that used to criticize them, all right, used to say you crazy, what you bulking up for, what you saving all these beans for, what you saving all this rice for, all right, and a lot of their conversations have been, I've been doing this, I've been doing that, and the naysayers have been saying you crazy, all right, but now you have the naysayers and the non-believers now believing, and now whenever it comes down to the wire, they know where to go get it at, man. All right, and which is gonna be those preppers, man. All right, a lot of those preppers that been, open up their mouth and said they had this and said that. A lot of those people, all right, when all hell break loose, they gonna be trying to break in their door, man. All right, so it's gonna be survival of the fittest, man. And if you can tell, all right, that spirit of war is in the air, man, on these people because what? They get fit, all right. That spirit of getting fit is in the air, all right. So it's like the Lord is prepping these people up, all right, for whenever all hell breaks loose, is that they can give the best that they got when they slaying each other, man. Mm-hmm. Like the ultimate war, man. All right. But you got to go. Right?
Let's back you up. 2 Ezra 16 and 31. Even so, in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword. 2 Ezra 16 and 31. Even so, in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword.
That's right, man. All right, 3 or 4 left. All right, that means that people are gonna start what? Thinking that they're gonna, make these militias and these little groups, and they're gonna start searching these houses, man.
Hey, like on the Hunger Games, not Hunger Games, with a purge, man. Yeah. All right, you had teams going in and doing this and that to do what? See who was left, see what was in, see what supplies they could get, man.
Yeah. Like that. Yeah.
It says, and the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel there through, man. Yeah, this place is gonna be made a wasteland, man. Bush is gonna be like when you see go to a house and the grass ain't been cut in 6 months, man. It's gonna look like that everywhere, man.
Yeah.
All right, and it's gonna be ultimately getting ready for those nuclear missiles to be shot over here and this place to be made desolate, man. Neither the Arabians shall pitch tent here anymore, man. But back to the 2 Ezra 6, backing you up, which you was going into. The 2 Ezra 6, all right, in verse 23, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man hear it, they shall be suddenly afraid.
That's right.
Well, you hear that, huh? It's blowing a horn behind us like when we read that
Yeah,
scripture.
yeah.
Second Ezra 6 and 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown,
Right.
the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man hear it, they shall be suddenly afraid.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right, man. So it says that every man shall be afraid, man. All right, and that's that sword, man.
That's right.
Right, that the Lord's gonna bring upon the earth. All right.
Yeah, man. You're gonna know when you step outside of your door that something's wrong,
Yep.
something's going on, man. It's hell.
Yeah.
All right, all hell done broke loose, man. Even if you're even able to get outside of your door, man. All right. It says, and at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run.
That's right, man. And that's talking about your imports and your exports. All right. That river. All right. That water, which is your food and all your resources that you need, man. All right. It's gonna be cut off. All right. It's gonna come to a halt, man. All right.
Yeah, man. This truth is gonna come to a halt.
Yeah,
The famine of the word is gonna come to a halt, man.
Right.
All right. This your literal line of communication, your water, how you get your daily necessities, all of that is gonna come to a halt, man.
The trash, all of this, man. It's gonna be bad out here.
Yeah, man.
You got it out. Got anything on that?
Yeah, you got some more?
Let's see. I got one real quick.
This is Jeremiah 30 and 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. That's right, man, because this time of Jacob's trouble, the only thing that's going to help us have stability is this wisdom and this knowledge, man. All right? That's what's going to sustain us and keep us grounded when everything goes crazy, man. Whether it be your personal life, whether it be outside life, all right? Whether it be what? Your battle in this truth, it's always going to go back to the scriptures, man. The word of Yahweh by Shimi Awashad, man. To ground us and keep us stable in these perilous times, man. All right? The scriptures tell you perilous times, and the last days perilous times shall come, and we're living in them right now, man. Every day, we wake up in the society waiting for the next move from the Yahweh by Shimi Awashad, man. In this game, all right? This spiritual game, man, the spiritual walk. Most High is controlling. All right? He mustered the host of the battle, man, to get this place cracking, man. You got it, I speak on it, brother. You had any? We'll take it out. All right.
I got one right here.
Go ahead, brother.
This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 26. For of a city.
Yeah.
This is 2nd Ezra. 2nd Ezra 16 and 28. It says for of a city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the cliffs of the rocks, man. All right, so that's basically what's gonna happen, man. All right, people are gonna resort to going, all right, into the wilderness, man. All right, and pretty much everybody is gonna start to have to move like pilgrims, man.
Yeah,
in that
man.
time.
So tell you, in that days, we shall be pilgrims in the earth, man. That's because of the times we're gonna live in, man. All right. I got a quick one. It's still in 2nd Ezra 16 and 21. We can take it out on this. It says, "Behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon the earth." Victuals going into food being so cheap, substance, right? But yet, it's still, like it's going to say, it says that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Oh, I can go easy access to this. This is 2 for $1. This is da-da-da-da-da. But guess what? Evils are growing and growing with your unawareness, man. With your complacency, man, and your comfort. All right? It says, and even then shall evils grow upon earth. Sword, famine, and great confusion. So while you was getting all those things for cheap, all right, lollygagging, you missed out on the spiritual mindset you could have had when it comes to this time of tribulation, man. To be in the mindset of, well, I'm gonna get it real quick, guys.
So when it comes to, I'm pretty sure.
Get it real quick, brother. It's I think it's Matthew. It said,
So basically, what the brother's saying, man, is that
Yeah, just talking about grab it.
so basically, what the brother's saying, man, is like you know, with everything that's going on, like you were saying, you was lollygagging. All right. So the ones who got the truth, what? They're gonna be spiritually sound in their mind to a degree, man. All right. We're gonna be sound because we was focusing on the truth. All right, and preparing ourselves, man. What you got to do? You got this.
Yeah, it's Luke 17:30. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. Yahweh Shai, red letters. In that day he shall be upon the housetop, and his stuff in the house, let him not come down to take it away. And he that is in the field, let him likewise not return back. That's right, man. So that's talking about the philosophies going back. That's talking about your actual physical possessions. Because if you're out, all right, and all hell breaks loose somewhere, you're not gonna go back home to grab whatever you had inside of your house, man. All right, because you could be subject to even more danger going back into your home, man. It says, remember Lot's wife, because she looked back and was turned to a pillar of salt, man. All right. Whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it, and whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it. So what you seek to save your life in a society by what? You're hoarding up all these physical things, but you're not storing up spiritual treasures, man. All right, and you're going to end up going back and returning to those physical things because that was where your heart was, man. Our heart is what is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and we're going to return to the spirit, man, the spiritual things, all right, of this book and what it entails to do. This is our guideline and direction of how to move and operate during the times of trouble. You got it, bro.
Oh, that's pretty much it, huh?
Yeah. I got a little bit more. It says, I tell you, in that night there shall be two men in one bed, but one shall be taken and the other shall be left. Two women shall be grinding together, the one shall be taken and the other left. That's right, man. It's going to be, oh, well, you barely made it. This person, they rounded them up and got them. Oh, you barely made it. You might have been able to escape out of the back door somewhere, man. All right? You might be able to just barely get out of the situation while everybody else, oh, they looking for them and found them, man. All right? It says, and they answered and said unto him, where, Lord? And he said unto them, wheresoever the body is, there the eagles be gathered together. That's right, man. So we know in these times of trouble, all right, the Most High, the holy angels, they're controlling everything, man. They put the pieces together, all right? They put the scenarios of judgment together, man, and it's all for the will of the Lord, man. But we got to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments so we can get up out of here. But with that, we're going to say, we're going to turn and face the east and give infinite honors and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Harakadash. Double honors to the Apostle Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well and are worthy of the double honors. Peace and blessing to you. I keep pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last 16 times. Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Baba. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.